Hey y'all, what's up? This is Rosie, and I have a proposition for you. My proposition is that I'm hoping that you guys help me make it to 1.5k subscribers because I want to make a separate channel for book related discussions. I'm a writer, so books are very important to me because I am also an avid reader, and I basically mostly read the books with subject matters that I write. I don't read a lot of dark romance, but I do write it. And I am doing research. I research what women like, and I do that by following certain guys on Instagram and TikTok that women like, and I study their reactions to these guys in the comments, and I see what they're asking for. I see how these guys approach, like, book talk girlies is what they call them, and these guys themselves read dark romance, and they say that they're taking lessons. And I see references to hand necklaces, which is, a reference to a certain thing that men do to women during certain times. And so I'm learning. I am learning. And these guys know what they're doing, like I said before, and they are hot. But I am also researching how women react to them. The dark romance I write is nothing like that. It's not even as brutal as some of the scenes I have seen in certain books or that I have read about. But there is one book I have where I'm going to have to tone down the brutality because my books deal with DV, SA, and just traumatic experiences in general. Women whose husbands don't care about them, men who are being mistreated by their wives, because these are things that I have seen and or read about. Why do I write like that? In my books, I want the villains to be seen as villains. They are bad guys. I don't want women to love them, because the books that I see, women are being gaslighted, and they're being told you belong to me and no one else, telling other guys, if you look at her, I'll unalive you. And I guess that's fine if you like toxic relationships, but the books I write, the villains are the bad guys. They're not the love interest. And I'm telling these stories for a reason. In my life, I've known of a couple of women who were in DV situations and didn't make it. Now, on my channel, I have told about experiences that my mom and I had with her psycho ex-husband, or rather her psycho ex-boyfriend. And I will link that in the description so you can watch that video. I have also told about my grandmother and her ex-husband, who died from the vid back in 2021, I think it was. And so not only are my books dedicated to them, but they are dedicated to these two women that I knew of who didn't make it. These women were former co-workers of my mom. One of them worked with her at the cookie factory that we had here in Birmingham, and my mom has worked at that cookie factory twice. My ex-husband worked there once, and so the cookie factory does have some significant history with my family. But my mom worked there with this woman who I will call Dee. Dee was married to a man who mistreated her. He cheated on her, and he used to beat her. And so one day they got into a really bad argument. I heard my mom talking about this over the phone. She didn't discuss this with me. She would talk about it on the phone, and since my mom talked rather loudly, I overheard it. So Dee and her husband got into it, and the fight, of course, got physical. She managed to escape him and run out of the house to her car. Unfortunately, he had another car and he chased her. She got onto the expressway and she was desperately trying to get away from him. I don't know if she was trying to get to her mom's house or what. But she got away from him, got on the highway, lost control of her car, and she did not make it. I don't know if anything ever happened to him because I didn't. The article didn't go much further than that. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know where he is now. I don't even know if he's still alive. But because of him, his wife didn't make it. All he had to do was leave her alone, and she'd probably still be here. The second woman worked with my mom when she worked for the state. They worked in a home for disabled people. And my mom loved that job. She loved the residents there. And she was good at her job. And her co-worker in the same line of work. And there was some photos that my mom had where they took pictures outside as friends, with another group of friends. And the woman was in a good place in her life at that time because she had gotten away from a DV situation with an ex-boyfriend. But unfortunately, this guy had started stalking her, and she was scared. She knew he was stalking her. One night, when she returned home from work, he caught up with her and pew-pewed her in the head. My mom went to the funeral, and she had photos of the woman in a pink dress in her casket. And those pictures I saw when I was about 17 years old, and they haunted me for the rest of my life. And so for these women, for my mom, and for myself, I write these books because these are stories that need to be told. And my books, or at least the few that I'm writing right now, are a way to tell women that they are deserving of love. They are deserving of passion. They can get out of harmful situations because they don't have to stay there. And so the way that I took care of these men in these books are ways that can happen, and I will say should happen, to these beastly men, because they are psychos. They're psychos, and when a woman leaves, they need to learn how to leave these women alone because they do not belong to you. They are not yours, and they are not yours to do with what you want. These stories need to be told, so yeah, I hope to make it to 1.5k subscribers so I can start another channel and get these stories told. So please help me out. Hit that subscribe button. You'll be helping me out a lot. As normal, I do have donations links in the description. You will find my PayPal, CASHAPP, and GoFundMe. If you'll consider hitting those and helping me out, you'll be helping me out a lot, and I would appreciate it. And thank you in advance. A wise man once said, you have to build your tribe one person at a time. If you would like to be a part of my tribe, hit that subscribe button no matter what generation you're from. I'll be so glad to have you. I'm going to go. Thank you so much for wasting time with me and hearing me out. Hope to see y'all on the next one. Bye for now.